Hello, welcome to Reminders. This here is Joseph Mark, and I am here to remind you that your life is great and it's going to stay that way. And we've been talking about the 20 principles of being. We are on principle number 5, and principle number 5 is I can think what I want to think. And these principles sound very simple, and they sound simple because they really are simple. And they are simply reminders of how we should be doing, that we should be in control of our life. And like I said before, I am not really here to teach you anything new, but to tell you things that you already know and encourage you to take control of your life. Now, I can think what I want to think. Now, when I think about that principle, I think that, what does that really mean? Well, it can mean several things. First of all, do not let anybody tell you how to think. Think for yourself, and what works for some people may not work for you. And realize that you are a different individual. And a lot of times we will have a challenge, or we may have something going on in our life, and we might ask somebody, hey, what do you think of that? And a lot of times people say, well, here is what I would do. And really, I found that the best thing to do is not ask anybody what they think of something, but keep things to yourself. And whatever plans that you have in your future, it's okay to share and get opinions and stuff. It's not always bad, but I found that it can be distracting. And it can take you off your focus for your plans or your dreams or your goals. Because people a lot of times they go, well, this is what I would do. And that might be what they would do. And that might work great for them. But what I am saying is it may not work for you, and it may distract you from your goals. So a lot of times just think for yourself. Keep things to yourself. And, a lot of times it just works a lot better when you just think for yourself and say, well, here's what I would like to do. Well, make a plan to do it. Get as much education from any kind of source that you want, the best sources that you can find, and get as much information as you can from people that are into whatever you are thinking of. And that's really what you want to do. Focus and think for yourself. Be an individual. Nobody can think for you, and what might work for them may not work for you. And also, focus and think on great things. Try to get rid of negative thinking. A lot of times negative thinking can really be not only a distraction, but a big hindrance on your plans and your goals, and on your self-being. When you think about it, your being is everything. Your life, everything that surrounds you from now into the future, all will be greatly affected by your thought process. When you think, you are in a creative process all the times. And scientists have discovered that thinking actually sends out vibes. When you think on negative things, it sends out vibes. They can actually measure the electronic waves that are in your mind when you are thinking on a negative thing. When you think on a positive thing, they can also measure that. And they have discovered that positive thoughts are hundreds of times more powerful than negative thoughts. And when you think, it actually changes molecular structure around you. And this really sounds like science fiction, but it is a true statement. It actually changes things going on around you. The atmosphere actually changes around you. When you are in a thinking process, you are in a creative process. And when you are thinking on great things all the time, it keeps you motivated, and it causes great change in your life. When you think negatively, or you think with no confidence in yourself, it is very hard to get anything going in life. When you think positively, and you think confidently, and you just start having that attitude like I am unstoppable, I can do what I want, this will greatly affect your life in the future. Start creating positive thoughts in your mind. When negative thoughts creep up in your mind, reject those negative thoughts and immediately change your focus onto something positive, and positive results will happen. There will be some days when your thought process, you just feel like you're on top of the world and you have that power. You can feel that energy surge. And then there will be days when you're feeling more negative. You don't have that energy and that positive flow going. That is the day that character is built. When you dig inside yourself and say, listen, I'm not going to let these thoughts hinder me. I'm going to refocus myself. And many times I have to stop and meditate, clear out all that negativity, and start fresh and say, I am going to refocus, get recentered, and realigned on the inside. Because when you realign yourself on the inside, it always manifests on the outside. Change your thoughts and you will change your future. Change your thoughts and you will change yourself. And I encourage you to do that. This here is Joseph Mark reminding you that life is great and it's going to stay that way. Stay beautiful till next time.